Okay, welcome everybody to the Kids First press conference and campaign launch. I'm Maya Mela and I'm the co-director with Our Kids Climate. Before we start, can all the children in the room please do this? Where are the kids? And everyone please give a round of applause to the brave children who have come to COP27. Woo! It's hard enough for us adults being here, so I really salute the children. We, Our Kids Climate, and Parents for Future Global are a network of mothers, of fathers, of grandparents, of aunties and uncles, and quite frankly, our hearts are breaking because it is the world's children who have done nothing to cause the climate crisis who are bearing the brunt of it. And that for us is such a grave injustice, that the children are on the front lines, and especially those children from the global south, from the countries who have done the least to cause carbon pollution. And we're continuing to burn fossil fuels, even though we know the impact that it has on our children's health and on the health of our planet. So today you're going to hear from mothers from all around the world, and also from very brave Sophia from Dominican Republic. Woo! Go Sophia! And we're also going to screen a beautiful film which has been such a labor of love, which captures children's voices from around the world. So we're going to start with our first speaker, and we're so honored to have Dr. Maria Neira here, a wonderful ally, doctor, healthcare professional, all-round brilliant human being. So over to Maria.
Thank you so much, and the honor is mine. I mean, we have been fighting for a long time at the World Health Organization to make sure that people understand the connection between pollution, climate change, and our health. And today, if you go to the health pavilion, you will see a sculpture representing our lungs, because we want to make sure that everybody understands that the lungs are really at the center of this lack of action or a lot of action. When the lungs are affected by the pollution, we have 7 million premature deaths every year. But when those lungs are the lungs of the kids, that is particularly painful. There is nothing that will generate you more anxiety, more stress, than see a child with an asthma case. I used to be a medical doctor, a physician by training, operating in very difficult situations, and nothing has caused me more stress than see a child suffering a very acute case of asthma. The thing is that we can treat asthma, fine, but what is the point of treating asthma if we send the child back to a very polluted environment? That's why we think that bringing the health argument, this can be the best motivation ever that we can have to elevate ambition and action on climate change. In addition to that, I started to get very optimistic that we will find solutions to this the day I met the moms. The day I met this group of moms, I say, now we are on business. When a mom is fighting for the health of his child, her children, what else? I mean, what other force, what other power in nature you will find? Nothing worse or better than a mom fighting for the health of their children. So now I have a lot of hope that we know that these moms will make all of this irreversible. This battle will be the one that we are going to win, or as mothers we will fail, and we don't want to fail the health of our children. So thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you very much for putting the kids at center to remind all of us the urgency of this, the level of ambition we need to raise, and the speed. Thank you very much again. And bravo for what you are doing. Bravo.
Thank you so much, Maria. It's true. Don't mess with a lioness. That's what we like to say. So now we're going to go over to Sophia, who's 13 years old and who's come from Dominican Republic. Over to you, please, Sophia.
First of all, I want to thank on behalf of all the boys and girls who have come to participate to the COP. to the COP27 champion, Mr. Mahmoud, and the COP26 champion, Mr. Nigel, for this wonderful opportunity to let the world know our concerns, ideas, and proposals on environment and climate change. We want to tell everyone that there is no more time, no more excuses. The planet cannot wait any longer for us to understand the signs that it gives us on a daily basis of how it is affected by pollution, lifestyle, and production. All this in exchange of wealth and money and power accumulation. What good are millions if we cannot buy clean air to breathe with them? What good is power to us if we cannot get water to drink with them? How can we call ourselves human beings if we destroy the possibility of existence of thousands of species with whom we share this wonderful planet? All girls and boys of the world deserve to live a dignified life on this planet, a life with food, water, air, and a healthy environment in harmony with all species. We want to tell world leaders to honor the leadership position that their people have given them, fulfilling the most important mission of their lives, saving our planet. Thank you.
Now we're going to watch. Can you hear me? Now we're going to watch a film that we produced especially for COP. It's children's voices from around the world. Please, for these 5 minutes, don't go on Twitter, don't go on social media, and just let the voices of these children enter your heart. If the technology is with us, it should start.
Hey you! Yes, I'm talking to you. Do you see this? Reports are coming in from my associates all over the world. Ghana, Brazil, Botswana, hi, India, hello, South Africa, hello, Molo. The grown-ups at that big climate meeting need to listen to us kids and keep us all safe. You see, my friends and I are counting on you to do much, much better to keep our hopes alive. People around the world want this too.
Leaders, please listen to kids' voices on our natural environment. Keep on planting trees for the next generation.
We're the next generation.
Our climate now is very bad if we don't do something about it.
If we were in charge, things would be different. Friends, we're sending in the dreams.
Me llamo Lea. Tengo 3 años. Me gustan las catarinas. I dream the world to be like very beautiful green trees, many animals, and there is clean and shiny water, and we can drink it very nicely.
I wish for a world where there's fresh food, fresh fruits, fresh water, and also I wish for a world where there's fresh air to breathe in.
Do you see this? Here comes the climate monster, gobbling up all our dreams. We have a message for you.
Na verdade, a minha maior angústia é literalmente não saber o que o mundo vai ser. Tipo, eu tenho medo que o mundo possa ser péssimo, com várias espécies não conseguindo sobreviver daqui 50 anos, mas, de certo modo, eu ainda tenho, no fundo, alguma certa esperança na humanidade, de que as coisas não vão ser assim.
Lately, I've noticed that it's very hot in Chennai, and there are many unseasonal floods in Bangalore, and there are forest fires all over the world almost every day. And this is actually becoming scary and serious, and we need to put an end to this.
Me said account this from message because me war me first stay like the small islands in the Pacific. So if we found no fixing problem like climate change, by one day but for no got any place for stay.
I'm sending you this message because of all the bad things that have happened, like the drought, the rainbow lorikeets dying, the snow gums and the bushfires. We could have stopped that if we had our eyes opened. And you can still stop that.
I challenge you to change the world now, and we will follow in your footsteps.
Natural disasters affect marginalized communities the most. Because of floods, adults can't be able to go to work, and it also affects us as the youth. We can't be able to go to school. Without an education, we can't achieve our dreams.
So world leaders need to put the dreams of these children first and allow the children to grow up in a clean environment where they can breathe clean air, enjoy nature, and fulfill their dreams.
World leaders, we really need your help.
There is only one Earth. Kids first, not profit.
Leaders, listen to us children, please. Put kids first.
Didn't you get the memo? Put the kids first.
Put the kids first. The film is available. It's on YouTube. So if you go to Our Kids Climate, Parents for Future Global, you can watch the full film. And there were hundreds and hundreds of submissions from children from around the world. We couldn't put them all into the film, but we'll put them on social media. We have to get their voices out there. So without further ado, I'm going to hand over to Oli Fuyani from Our Kids Climate and Black Girls Rising, who also featured in that film.
Thank you so much, Maya. I mean, being part of the making of that movie, having watched it, I don't know how many times, it still really hit hard, you know, especially when you hear the stories of how climate change is already, you know, affecting the lives of children, especially children from the global south. And it just really makes me think that, like, we often say, you know, like when people are born, they're free and they're equal, but not everybody is born free and equal, especially when you haven't created this mess. And so there are criminal polluters out there who are continuing to fund fossil fuels, who are currently killing our children. I mean, in South Africa, we have communities where there are children who are struggling to breathe. And probably right now at this moment or at this minute, there's a child out there who's taking their last breath. There's a child out there who's being displaced, who doesn't have a home to stay. There's a family who's probably have no idea where they're going to sleep because they've been displaced due to natural disasters. And therefore, we really urge the leaders to really put the rights of the kids in the forefront of action. I mean, we keep saying that we have time. We do not have time. I mean, the clock is no longer ticking. It has exploded already because we are currently seeing the effects. It's no longer about now. It's about yesterday. I mean, we as adults, we have a responsibility to really uphold the future of these children sitting here. I mean, when I was the age of Sophia, I was not even thinking about climate change. I was living my life playing in the streets, chasing butterflies. And I think that's all we want for these children, to really become kids and not to be sitting here at COP and fighting for the mess that they didn't create. Because it's us, the adult, that has created that mess. But also, I'm very optimistic because I know that with us uniting and really holding the government accountable, they can be changed. So we just need to keep raising our voices and keep holding those who are killing our children accountable. Thank you.
Thank you, Oli. We're going to go now to Bavreen Kandari of Warrior Mums in India. She's just come from India where the air pollution is so hazardous. Please, Bavreen, tell us more about that.
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Maya. And Dr. Maria, of course, she's truly an inspiration for us, at least somebody who's taken our voices forward. I am here from the most polluted city of the world, and even as I just came here, it was the AQI was in the most severe that we can see, that you can't even measure above 999. It was in that stage. The schools were shut down. There was, and this has been repeating for years, and it's a city where, you know, with the studies now, with the, I'm thinking of Dr. Arvind Kumar, I wish he was here, he said he would come. And every third child has damaged lungs. Every time I say that, I get goose pimples, because probably my children, daughters who are now 18, and I've been battling this for, say, 2 decades, but I've not been able to help them, and they have damaged lungs. So that urgency and that the desperation of the mothers is the reason that we are here, and stressing the leaders to keep the kids first in every decision. And why shouldn't they? Because they are parents too. And the whole purpose of saying this is that when we are and we share the same concern, when as a parent we promise our children even before they are born that we will look after them. And now recently the study is so heartbreaking that the toxic PM 2.5 is there in the fetus, and it's in the lungs and the kidneys and the brain of the fetus as well. So what worse can we do? So I'm here just stressing this, and now the asks are very, very, we just keep repeating them for us. We realize so much that the health, like Dr. Maria said, that the health and air pollution it comes together. You cannot separate that. It took us years for us, even us, to know what are we asking for. And it's like the WHO guidelines, for example. We still don't have the revised, they haven't updated the revised version in my country, considering that we have the largest number of polluted cities in my country. So, we keep asking, we keep doing campaigns, we're writing legal letters. Should that be the case where children are literally choking or their future is getting damaged? So this is something that all the governments all over the world have to understand, that they have to prioritize health. And for whatever reasons, I'm here for air pollution, but it could be any reason. That is what is going to give us a brilliant economy, and you could save your trillions of dollars. And I used to always say 7 million people died. It's not even 7 now, it's close to 8 million people and died. But Dr. Maria corrected us at one point, and that was something I've learned that, no, we will be able to save those 8 million lives if we follow the guidelines. The fossil fuels have to go. Countries like mine, it's difficult. They are, talking of not phase out and phase down. We understand the challenge, but there's nothing a bigger challenge to see a lung cancer report for your child in your hands. I just hate to say that, and I don't know how many of us will have to be doing that, and it's not acceptable to anyone. So it must be prioritized, and we have to all work together, and that's why the parents have the strength, and we will all speak up. And I am the voice for a lot of mothers from my country, and who are also looking for this desperate need of clean air. Thank you.
So from India to Brazil to our very good friends at the Alana organization. Thank you, Alana, for all of your support, and to Lais Fleury, who is a child rights expert and also a mom.
All over the world, because kids, they represent 1/3 of the population of the world, and they are the most vulnerable and bad impacted by climate crisis. And in 2021, we had 1 billion of children and youth impacted by climate hazards, and these confirm how bad impacted they are by climate crisis. So we need urgent a cover decision for children at COPE to incorporate their rights in climate change, in climate actions. This year we celebrate the anniversary of 30th anniversary of UNFCCC and has never ever had a decision that consider and protect children's rights. So we urgently need a children action plan to mainstream children's rights in all the mechanisms, procedures and decisions of climate action. So we need to guarantee and give to children the future in the present. So let's fight to incorporate children's rights into climate action. Thank you.
Thank you so much to all our wonderful speakers. I just want to say in closing, from an early age, we teach our children, don't we, to share. We teach them about fairness. We teach them about compassion. But where is that in the international system and in the international response to the climate crisis? Is it fair that in my country, Shell and BP are making record profits when the planet burns? And is it fair that rich countries aren't making good on their climate pledges? The fairness that we teach our children and that we aspire to has to now translate into climate action. And as mums and dads and grandparents, we're going to keep fighting for our children and all our children. And join us and let's put the kids first. So children, kids, please come up. We're going to unveil the banner and we're going to shout kids first and take some photos. So can all the kids and also Juliana and Patience and the rest of the delegation, the mums and Alana, friends, please come up for some photos. Kids first.
Sophia. Sophia. How old are you, Sophia? 13, mashallah. Sophia. Thank you.